nobody wants to see it. Seats dip below $40. I love Mike Tyson, love Jake. I hope it fucking crushes. But for the life of me, I cannot figure out the upside to this.
People were out there saying, we think Mike's too old for this fight. Tell them what you think about that.
If you think I'm too old for this fight, you need to come tell me in my face.
Whoa.
It's a disaster business-wise for Netflix. It's a disaster for Jake Paul. What went to decision with 58-year-old Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson has panicked after seeing low ticket sales for his fight with Jake Paul. Numerous fans and critics alike have expressed disapproval of this matchup, pointing to the more than 30-year age difference as a disadvantage for the older Tyson. Dexerto tweeted on X saying, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson were urged to make their fight bare knuckle because of low ticket sales. With a seating capacity of approximately 80,000, the venue is typically reserved for sports events expected to draw impressive ticket sales. According to Boxing News, ticket sales for the event seem to be lagging. Entry-level tickets are priced at $30, with most others available for around $37. This appears to reflect the organizers' ambition to secure a full house turnout. Ringside seats are priced at $50,000 each, while VIP packages, including 2 prime apron-side seats, are set at a staggering $2 million. Currently, the latest ticket listings on SeatGeek, accessible through AT&T Stadium's official website, show that the starting price per seat for the Paul Tyson event is $37. However, it appears that fans are showing no interest in the fight. Drama Alert tweeted on X saying, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson looking like a Kamala rally. Their fight is 9 days away. They referenced the rally because of low ticket sales for the fight. At the close of last year, speculation ran high that social media star and boxer Jake Paul might face off against boxing legend Mike Tyson in a blockbuster event on Netflix. In March 2024, Netflix confirmed the buzz, announcing it would stream its inaugural live boxing match, featuring the highly anticipated showdown between Paul and Tyson. UFC CEO Dana White, a vocal critic of Jake Paul, has consistently taken issue with the young YouTuber-turned-boxer's ambitions to take on Mike Tyson. Speaking on the Flagrant podcast earlier this year, White voiced his disapproval, stressing that, despite Tyson's legendary status in boxing, a 58-year-old shouldn't be stepping into the ring with a 27-year-old. White pointed out that the one instance when Paul squared off against a boxer of similar age, experience, and size, he was defeated. Reflecting on Paul's loss to Tommy Fury, he humorously noted that Paul likely wouldn't repeat that mistake and would likely stick to facing older opponents. White, a longtime advocate of Tyson, emphasized that Iron Mike is now in his 50s and dealing with various health concerns. While he has consistently supported Tyson's ambitions, he cautioned that stepping back into the ring at this stage, approaching his 60s, might not be the wisest decision. He said, if I brought up Jake Paul, pretty much everybody in the room and the other room wants to see Jake Paul get knocked out. When this fight happens, Tyson will be 58 years. Meanwhile, exclusive ringside seats priced at an eye-watering $2 million are now up for grabs as the highly anticipated boxing showdown. On Friday, the consulting firm Elevate revealed its exclusive ringside hospitality offering. The MVP Owner's Experience Package, designed for 10 guests, features a private suite with seating for 2, positioned just inches from the high-octane action. Extra perks offer the exclusive chance to meet Tyson and Paul ahead of the match, access to the stage during the weigh-in, signed gloves from both athletes, personalized concierge assistance, and a dedicated security team for the entire week leading to the fight.
So tell me if you think this is a good deal. For $2 million, you and a +1 can get a private section ringside at the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight, in addition to the following: a meet and greet with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson at the official weigh-in, locker room access to hang with both fighters before the fight, in-ring access after the fight, and a photo op, access to the VIP lounge, a 2-night stay at a 5-star luxury hotel, car service, and security detail during fight week.
Tyson, who turned 58 in June, is eager to challenge himself against the 27-year-old Paul. This money from this fight is not going to change my lifestyle or life 1%. I will always be able to live this way. I could use a buck like everyone else, but this is not for financial reasons, Tyson remarked, as reported by The Independent. He added, I'm just doing it because I want to test myself. Regardless of me being how old I am, this guy only has 11 fights. If I can just fight a little bit with my experience, if I can just fight 10% of what I was, he can't match that. That's being sincere. I'm gonna beat him. I know what I can do. I've seen what he's capable of doing, and I'm not intimidated or afraid of. Paul is determined to make an impression after losing against Tommy Fury in Saudi Arabia early last year. You're going to see on his record, Jake Paul KOs Mike Tyson, Paul confidently declared at their September face-off. He added, I'm not here to do except make a bag. Every time fighters sit across from me and it's YouTuber this and Disney kid that, and they end up on the canvas, this is going to be no different. I brought this deal to this old Renaissance motherfucker. We signed the contract with Netflix and we brought him the deal. You're welcome, my son, but the excitement surrounding the fight is starting to look like it could lead to a major misstep. The concern isn't about Tyson's performance, but rather his ability to draw in a crowd, a challenge that was never a concern in his prime but now appears to be. Still, there's a potential solution for Tyson and Jake Paul to maintain fan enthusiasm for their upcoming showdown. Mike Tyson remains one of the most iconic figures in the sports, largely thanks to his fearsome dominance during his prime as a boxing powerhouse. However, at 58, Iron Mike's star seems to be fading, as both he and Jake Paul are struggling to capture the public's attention for their upcoming showdown, despite the potential for a massive Netflix audience. Ticket sales for the Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul showdown are falling far short of expectations. As reported by the Daily Express, with a large number of tickets still up for grabs, promoters were forced to slash prices in half in hopes of drawing in fans. However, this move has yet to generate the desired interest. Enter former UFC fighter Brendan Schaub, who suggests that Tyson and Paul might need to add a bit of extra flair to their bout. His idea: a bare-knuckle brawl to really turn up the heat. Brendan Schaub stated on his YouTube channel, "I like my boy Mike, but there's just no appetite for this. Nobody wants to see it. You want to get people intrigued with this fight, which they can't. They keep trying, but they can't. Just make it bare-knuckle." The allure of bare-knuckle boxing is undeniable, with the sport's leading promoter, BKFC, consistently breaking new ground after each event. But could we actually witness this rule being incorporated into the upcoming exhibition match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson? There might be a single opportunity for Mike Tyson to deliver a true wow moment against Jake Paul, and it lies in settling the score with the YouTuber-turned-boxer quickly. Jeff Fenech, a former 3-division world champion with a March 1st 29 record, appears genuinely intrigued by Mike Tyson's potential return to the ring, having recently communicated with the boxing icon. While Jake Paul has shown notable progress in his boxing career, the Australian legend thinks that Paul might face a tougher challenge than Tyson ever would. In fact, Fenech suggests that all the hype surrounding Paul's boxing journey could come to an abrupt end if Tyson connects with a single clean shot on the 27-year-old. "I spoke to Mike 2 days ago. I just told him what I think he should do. Don't punch with him. Don't punch at the same time as Jake Paul. Just make him miss and make him pay. It could be over in 40 seconds if he lands one punch," Jeff Fenech told the Daily Telegraph. That would definitely excite the audience, as it could boost online viewership. However, fans might be hesitant to buy tickets solely in the hopes of watching Jake Paul take a fall. On the other hand, a stunning rumor has emerged suggesting that Tyson might be using steroids to prepare for the fight. The speculation gained traction after boxing analysts observed Tyson's strikingly powerful physique and impressive stamina, even by his own legendary standards. While Tyson has always been known for his raw strength and unyielding commitment to training, his recent comeback to the ring at 58 has raised questions among observers, wondering if he's turning to performance-enhancing substances to compete with younger rivals like Paul. The speculation started when a batch of leaked training footage surfaced, showcasing Tyson in exceptional form, displaying an unexpected blend of speed and power for someone of his age. This led experts to question whether such a transformation could occur naturally, given Tyson's history of injuries and his advancing years. Performance-enhancing drugs like anabolic steroids are recognized for aiding muscle recovery and boosting endurance, key factors that could offer Tyson a significant advantage as he intensifies his preparations to face the younger, more powerful Paul. Mike Tyson is an icon in the world of boxing, and any verification of steroid use would undeniably cast a shadow over his legacy. Throughout his career, Tyson earned respect for his fierce, unfiltered power and unwavering determination in the ring. Even as he enters his late 50s, he's kept up a reputation for unwavering discipline in his training. Yet, if the rumors prove accurate, it could reshape how fans view his return to the sport and challenge the image of a fighter whose strength has always been seen as raw and natural.
I'm not against steroids and none of that stuff, right? Because everybody's using it, right? But it shouldn't be used in sports where people are physically fighting.
The situation is just as contentious for Jake Paul. Although he's still a newcomer to boxing compared to Tyson, Paul has cultivated his reputation through dedication and rigorous training, often showcasing his commitment to the sport through intense workout footage. The prospect of facing an opponent accused of using performance-enhancing drugs could undermine the fight's integrity, potentially prompting Paul's camp to question the fairness of the contest. A number of well-known boxing experts and commentators have weighed in on the ongoing debate. Some contend that performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs, are far more prevalent in today's boxing scene than the general public realizes, while others stress the critical need for a drug-free sport. Supporters of Tyson are quick to defend him, asserting that his training regimen is a product of unwavering dedication and an extraordinary pain threshold developed years of hard work. However, skeptics argue that the intense physical demands of boxing may push older athletes to seek out substances to boost recovery and enhance performance. Although Tyson has never never directly confessed to using steroids, he has been open about various aspects of his personal life, including his past experiments with recreational drugs. He has consistently maintained that he steers clear of performance-enhancing substances, preferring to rely on his innate power and rigorous training regimen. Nevertheless, as the highly anticipated fight approaches, attention now turns to his team, who will need to confirm whether Tyson is truly maintaining a natural approach in his preparation.
My main objective and everything I've been embarking on and been involving myself with, it's all been because of a fresh start. I feel fresh, I feel new, I feel that nothing could stop me, nothing could be in my way, and it's just an awesome feeling.
So this is from doing that one DMT experience just sent you into.
Well, I did it one time, but I did it many times that day.
Right.
You know, but yeah, this really I don't know what it is.
Conversely, Mike Tyson has posted videos showcasing his remarkable punching strength, suggesting that he retains formidable power. This opens the door to examining his recovery journey, which may include the use of advanced experimental treatments. Tyson is promoting synthetic testosterone and related supplements designed to treat low testosterone in partnership with Ocenture, a Florida-based company. These products, which fall under the category of performance enhancers, are banned by the World Anti-Doping Agency and the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, the authority overseeing combat sports in Texas. In April, just after the Tyson-Paul fight was revealed, a press release drew attention to Tyson's role in providing treatments for men struggling with low testosterone. Tyson shared that his own journey with hormone therapy played a key role in the creation of Iron Remedy MD, a telemedicine clinic outlined in the announcement. "I want men everywhere to know Iron Remedy MD has the solutions to help you be the best version of yourself," he said in the press release. Rowe, Tyson's trainer, disclosed that the boxer had consulted a doctor about testosterone therapy. He explained that Tyson halted the treatment as he began training for his 2020 exhibition fight with Jones, aiming to avoid testing positive for synthetic testosterone. Since the match took place in California, Tyson was required to undergo pre-fight testing. Tyson's business partnership endorses synthetic testosterone, a type of anabolic steroid, which is listed among the substances banned by TDLR. However, it remains uncertain whether Tyson's protein injections could lead to a positive drug test. These are proteins derived from placenta and umbilical cord, and there will be growth factors in these products, some of which may be prohibited, Vedas Macchio said. Detecting the illegal use of growth factors is still one of the weakest areas of anti-doping, according to Oliver Catlin, president of the Anti-Doping Sciences Institute and Banned Substances Control Group. On an episode of the Hot Boxing podcast, Mike Tyson weighed in on the heated issues of steroid use and glove manipulation in boxing. While he showed no opposition to performance-enhancing drugs in other sports, Tyson was firm in his condemnation of these practices in boxing, a discipline built on raw physical confrontation. The boxing icon described both steroid use and any form of glove tampering as criminal actions, emphasizing their dishonorable nature in the sport. Paul, in contrast, has been spotted in public with a notably protruding belly. Paul considers a recent video in which Tyson makes fun of him during their summer press conference by saying that Paul was fat and past his prime. Paul disputes the allegation while idly munching on fried chicken, claiming that he is not overweight and is only getting ready for a heavyweight fight.
New PR, 500 pounds. I'm the strongest heavyweight in existence. No spot. Let's go, man. Let's go, champ. Come on. This is it. Come on, man. Come on. Lightweight. Lightweight. Come on. Ooh. There you go. You got that. Download better, play better picks.
It's clear this is all just a show. Paul's sporting a fat suit as part of some marketing scheme, and his true intentions are still unclear. No one buys that this is his real body. He's likely hiding his actual muscle mass to keep Tyson on edge. Although it may not be causing a major stir, it's certainly sparking conversation across social media. Tyson remains laser-focused on his upcoming fight, undistracted by the spectacle around him. Even during the face-off at AT&T Stadium, just before a Dallas Cowboys game, he stayed completely serious and fully engaged, unaffected by the surrounding excitement. At 58, Mike Tyson is making a long-anticipated comeback to the boxing nearly 20 years after his last bout to face 27-year-old Jake Paul on November 15th. The upcoming clash has sparked intense debate among experts. Some argue that Paul's youthful power could prove too much for Tyson, while others highlight the seasoned fighter's vast experience and steadfast professionalism as key factors in his favor. Though concerns about Tyson's health persist, Iron Mike appears to be gaining confidence as the highly anticipated fight draws near. Although Paul is widely regarded as the favorite to triumph over Tyson at AT&T Stadium. Tyson's confidence is steadily on the rise. His momentum continues to build, fueled by intense training sessions and an insightful conversation with late-night host Jimmy Kimmel. During a recent episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live, Kimmel admitted that he hopes Tyson defeats Paul and is even considering placing a wager on the well-known Iron Mike. "That's a good idea," Tyson added with a laugh, while Kimmel expressed surprise that Paul was the favorite to win against one of the strongest boxers of his era. "You are Mike Tyson, and he isn't," Kimmel said. Tyson appears to have overcome the ulcer flare-up that delayed his bout with Paul, which has now been rescheduled for November. Despite recently raising some concerns among fans by revealing that walking has been a challenge during his training, Tyson remains confident in his abilities. He has also shown respect for Paul's accomplishments in boxing. With Paul likely contemplating retirement after facing Tyson, the stage is set for a monumental clash, with both fighters believing victory is their fate.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. I thought, did you start training already?
Buster Douglas was fat, am I right?
I know, but you're no Buster Douglas. He's not going to win. Nigga, he can't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How's he going to knock me out?
The highly anticipated showdown between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson has ignited intense debate, blending nostalgia with growing concerns. Since the fight was announced, it has dominated headlines, stirring up discussions among fans who worry about Tyson's recent health issues. Critics argue that the bout is a stark mismatch, highlighting the contrast between Paul's rising career and Tyson's storied past. This disparity raises an unsettling question for many longtime followers. Will Tyson be overpowered in this contest? The rescheduled match, initially delayed over health concerns regarding the former heavyweight champion, has ignited significant backlash in the boxing world. Critics deem it reckless, pointing to Tyson's lengthy hiatus from the sport and the striking 30-year age difference between him and his opponent. Nonetheless, Iron Mike has brushed aside these worries, posting training footage that highlights the ferocious punches that made him a legend in the ring. In a conversation with Seconds Out, Teddy Atlas, a veteran analyst and former coach who mentored Tyson early in his career, acknowledged the 58-year-old's impressive pad work. However, he cautioned that entering the ring presents an entirely different set of obstacles. Teddy Atlas said, "I'm always going to shoot it down the middle whether you like it or not. It's one thing to hit someone when ain't no one hitting back. When you're a certain athlete, when you have those quick twitch muscles, when you're of a certain stature that the ordinary person will never realize. You could be a baseball player at 58 and get in a batting cage. What do you think the guy's going to look like? He's going to look pretty good. That can be deceiving." According to Atlas, if Tyson lives, Paul's youth will take over the fight, but he will likely be dangerous in first 2 rounds. Atlas said, "If it's legitimate, if it's not prearranged, yeah, the first couple minutes could be a little risky for Paul against a guy who was the youngest heavyweight champ and a guy with one of the greatest combinations of speed and power in the history of the heavyweight division." He added, "For 1 or 2 rounds, could it be a little hairy? Yeah, if you don't catch him or you don't hurt him, then the gas tank starts to putter. If that happens, then the young man would have the advantage. Even a young man who's far less accomplished in the game." Intense worries are surfacing regarding the upcoming showdown between boxing icon Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, with many critics warning that it could have significant repercussions for the sport. As concerns about Tyson's health intensify and the risks of the fight loom large, former champions are speaking out, urging caution and highlighting the potential dangers involved. Paulie Malignaggi, a former world champion, has expressed concerns over the upcoming match. He cautions that if Jake Paul inflicts significant damage on Tyson, it could spark a major public backlash and reignite discussions about banning the sport of boxing. "Head blows from young, strong guys at Mike's age aren't good," Malignaggi told Canada Casino. He added, "When you're older, your body isn't made for that kind of damage anymore. If something goes wrong, people might start calling for the sport to be banned." Ahead of the upcoming match, the 58-year-old Tyson expressed worries about his health, revealing that he experiences difficulty with movement after his training sessions. Still, he's determined to step back into the ring, intending to undergo a medical evaluation to assess his readiness for the fight. Despite his determination, there is growing skepticism about the decision to let someone of Tyson's age face off against a younger, more formidable opponent like Paul. Although Paul may not be a professional boxer, Malignaggi highlighted the dangers by pointing out that he has been training hard for the past 5 years. Jake Paul might not be world-class, but he's certainly not a novice. Hitting someone Tyson's age has serious risks. Tyson wasn't taking punches well at 36, let alone now, Malignaggi added. Ken Shamrock, a revered member of the UFC Hall of Fame, voiced his concerns about the potential fallout from a Paul victory, suggesting it could leave a lasting imprint on the sport. He drew a parallel, calling it the end end of an era in boxing, particularly because of Mike Tyson's iconic legacy and profound influence on the sport. The upcoming match is poised to be a defining moment, yet it also casts a shadow of concern over the health of veteran boxers and the future direction of the sport. If Tyson were to sustain a major injury, it could ignite a broader conversation on the sport's duty to safeguard its athletes and question whether such high-risk bouts should be allowed to take place. This upcoming bout has sparked intense discussions among both fans and experts. Tyson's advancing age has raised concerns, prompting adjustments to the fight's rules. Originally set for July, the event was delayed after the former heavyweight champion experienced a flare-up of ulcers. However, in a lively interview on The Jimmy Kimmel Show, when he was pressed about the upcoming match, which will exclusively stream on Netflix, Tyson appeared relaxed and confident, indicating that he's handling the challenges effortlessly. Well, not really, Tyson told Jimmy Kimmel on whether he's used substances recently. He added, "I have smoked, but not anytime soon. I'm gonna be so high off life." Tyson then joked about being high in the ring when pressed by Kimmel on his love of substance by adding, "That's a possibility too." Mike Tyson, known as Iron Mike, stands as one of the most fearsome figures in boxing history. Renowned for his menacing presence, chiseled physique, and unparalleled knockout ability, he dominated the ring with unmatched ferocity. Of his 50 career victories, an astonishing 44 were by knockout, cementing his legacy as a powerhouse and leaving an indelible mark on the sport. Paul is gearing up to take on a formidable opponent in what he anticipates will be his second most challenging bout, coming in just after his 2023 encounter with Tommy Fury. Aware of the stakes, he recognizes that this time he'll face a Tyson who is not only in peak physical condition but also brings an impressive level of professionalism to the ring.
Day two, we're getting ready for you. One, two, three, four.
Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.